Hello, it's Dania. I'm a third-year medical student and I'm simultaneously managing a real estate job on the side, and I have gotten so many questions about how do you time manage, how do you have time for both, how do you make sure you're not falling behind, just so many time managing questions. And if you haven't seen my first time management video, I'll link that one up as a card. It should pop up across the screen, so just feel free to watch that because I do around 12 really practical tips on how to save your time and manage it effectively. As you can see, I am always short of time now. I'm talking really fast because I literally am working minute by the minute. Everything I do either goes towards real estate. I'm making calls with clients around the clock. I'm up, I'm ready, I'm here to answer the phone, because in real estate, at the end of the day, time is money. And if someone calls you and you don't pick up, they're going to call the next agent, the next listing they see, and then that agent's going to show them around and they're going to buy their house. With real estate, time is the most precious thing that you can have on yourself, and if you answer the phone, you're going to get that deal, you're going to get that client, and that's going to be a lifelong connection that you'll have moving forward in your agency. So with respect to how I manage both, or if you guys have two different career paths or two different jobs, how to balance them is, let me just do some quick maths for you. We have 24 hours in a day. I never lose out on sleep. Either I'll get 7.5 hours at night and I'll do an hour and a half nap in the middle of the day, but I always get my 9 hours. I'm the biggest believer that the reason for success is adequate sleep, because what you can do is you can work for 6 hours on a horrible sleep schedule and be drowsy and like a zombie working through those 6 hours, not get anything done. Search a Parkinson's law here, which basically says that you have a designated amount of time and you'll drag your workload across that time, whether it's required with maximal effort or minimal effort. You'll drag it out to meet those timelines. You can either do a 6-hour slot, or you can shorten it, have a 3-hour nap, increase your sleep at night by 3 hours, and work extremely efficiently, proactively, and work very hard in those 3 hours and do an excellent job. And that way you've only spent 6 hours total either option, but you've done this way quicker and you've kept up with your sleep. Biggest believer that sleep is the secret to success. So that being said, let's take away 9 hours from 24, which gives us 15. Let's take away another hour for your daily hygiene duties like showering, brushing teeth, bathroom, whatever, all of that jazz. We're taking away an hour. We have 14 hours left. I'm very time conscious, because at the end of the day, you will never get a chance to live this minute again. If you don't start today, you'll regret it in a year and you'll be like, damn, I wish I started a year ago. So just cut the slack, cut the excuses, win that mental battle, and start today. Whether it's study, work, anything, just start. Yes, I understand there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast and dinner is always at home. On a rare occurrence, I'll be having that with a friend, but if it is, I've allocated some downtime for that. But regardless of that, it's always at home. So what I'll do, I'll open up YouTube and I'll put a video on about either stocks, finance, property investing, real estate, any of these sorts of videos, and I'll watch them, and I'll watch them on double speed. That means I've multiplied my efficiency by 2. I've watched a whole topic of really important information, whether it's regarding the news, whether it's regarding the markets, anything. I've gained knowledge during the time where I'm having lunch and dinner. That is one way where you can still learn a side hobby or a different topic. So if you think about it, I watch 2 videos a day every single day, and that leaves me with 14 videos of knowledge that I've gained per week. Multiply that by 52, you've watched 728 videos worth of pure knowledge and success guidelines. You're gonna be incredible in a year if you keep that up. So let's go back to the hours of the day. We have 14 hours left, and I'm not going to take one away because breakfast, lunch, and dinner is used to learn new knowledge and learn new things about your work or your education with the YouTube videos that I just told you about. You're not going to be working those 14 hours every single day, so take away 2 for family time, playing with your pets, going out, going for a walk or gym, anything. We're taking away 2 hours. We have 12 hours left. Times that by 7, you have 84 hours left to work. My university is around, classes and everything is around 15 to 20 hours in a week. Extra study, I'd have to do around 10 to 15 hours per week. Real estate, I have to work a minimum of 15 hours a week to stay there because I'm part-time, but I usually am doing around 20 hours. I add about at least 5 hours per week doing clients, doing paperwork, doing forms. After hours, I still have 24 hours left. So I also work as a private tutor, and normally I do around 6 hours a week on that, but COVID has just hit everyone really hard and they can't afford tutoring anymore, and so I only do 1 hour a week. So that leaves me with 23 hours in a week. And say I take my Sunday off most of the time, so take away say 10 hours, that leaves 13 hours in a week. Divide that by 7, I still have nearly 2 hours every day, whether that's spent on napping, relaxing, traveling here and to from work or whatever. So that's my time management. That's what I put in my hours, where my hours go. So I feel like if I just mapped it out and showed everybody how many hours there are in the day, that would answer a lot of questions. So the question isn't how do you manage everything in a week? The question is, where should I be putting my precious hours in order to maximize the ROI or maximize my success in the future? And if you just stop, you reflect on where you're putting your time, perhaps for a week write a diary about every single hour and what you're doing every single hour, you'll realize where you're wasting time. And I'm not saying that I'm working 24/7 like I've just shown in the calculations. That's not every single week. Sometimes I might only work 15 hours, sometimes I won't do any extra study from med and then catch up the week after and regret it. This is just an average of all the weeks, and if you just stay consistent and you keep your mindset on par with what you want for your future, you will get there. So this was just a quick video, I guess a wake-up call on the amount of hours there are in a week. My business partner and an agent I just met with yesterday both said the same quote, and they said 40 hours a week is part-time. I work 80 to 100 hours a week, and as you can see, that's completely possible. Not for me because I value sleep. But yeah, for the people that can easily survive on 6 hours a week, bam, you have another 3 hours per day. So you can knock out 100 hours a week easy. It's just depending how many blood, sweat and tears you want to put into it. All in all, I hope this video quickly opened up your mind and showed you the possibilities of how much you can work in a week. Because at the end of the day, I always say, work 24 hours a day now so you can play 24 hours a day later, and that's the reality of it. So if this video inspired you, motivated you, or made you get up and work, please click that like button because it does help a lot since I'm a small channel. And subscribe for any real estate, business, or social media marketing. I have lots of videos coming and I post every Tuesday and Friday. So keep in tune for that, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks, guys.